Muy buenas, gente, ¿cómo estáis? ¿Cómo lo veis? Espero que estéis llevando muy buen día. Aquí estamos en otro capítulo más de Cabernet. Espero que estéis disfrutando de la serie. Si es así, por favor, dejadme un buen like y suscribirse, que es gratis, como siempre digo, y ayuda un montón. Así que sin más, vamos a darle a comenzar. Vale, voy a ir a por conejitos.
Fly away now.
Vale, me hace falta sangre, si no... malo. Lo siento. ¿No puedo coger setas? Se me ha escapado. No me deja coger las setas. No entiendo si se supone que sí puedo a partir de ahora. No entiendo nada. No me está dejando. No entiendo nada. Vale, pues no sé. Quería coger setas para vender. Y no me está dejando. Lo siento, de verdad que lo siento. No era mi intención. Con lo que me gustan a mí los conejitos. Aquí estás, perraco.
Hello again, stranger. You like that, huh? Oh, just listen to that purr.
Como ronronea el gato. Madre mía, está rechonchete, el gatete. No quiero decir nada, pero...
Oh, just...
¡Está gordito!
Hey, pretty. I'd like to steal a kiss. Greedy.
Yo siempre. Ya que estamos... pues si había alguna interacción más, pero sin más. Lo sé, he oído al gallo. Y al doctor le hemos perdido. Vamos a pasar el día y vamos a ver qué cositas más podemos hacer.
Pumpkin, how did you get in here?
¿Qué hace aquí el gato?
You are a cat-shaped enigma, aren't you? You've certainly made yourself comfortable. Well, since you're already here,
Hombre, que
you
si
are
se queda
welcome to stay.
un pelirrojo regordete.
I could use another friend. Well, in that case, welcome home. I feel like it's one of those situations where it's better to seek forgiveness rather than permission. You'll be well behaved, won't you?
Ah, no sabía que había una segunda parte de lo del gato. No tenía ni idea. Ay, no me deja.
Hey Lisa, how was your night?
If I'm completely honest, it's been pretty rough. But thank you.
Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. But hey, I bet tomorrow will treat you.
Maybe. Doesn't feel like it right now, though.
Just give it a little time. Bad things are a part of life, but good always comes around sooner or later.
Vale.
Tonight, I dreamed about our old home. The one we lived in before we moved into a shabby flat on the outskirts of the town. I dreamed of the tiny room Kolya and I used to share, my dolls and his toy horse. Of an old wooden table where my mother and I used to make vareniki out of fresh dough. Of the old grandfather clock that we had to sell to the pawn shop, and the ticking I couldn't sleep without for weeks. Of the windowsill where little Kolya used to sit for hours on end, waiting for father to come home from a vodka bar.
Oh, Kolya es nuestro hermano. Vale.
I dreamed of the day Kolya asked me, why do grown-ups even drink something so repulsive? It was a surprisingly difficult question. I didn't know what to say back then. I think I might have an answer now.
Vale.
I can't go out there.
Me tenía que haber comprado el vestido. A lo mejor luego me lo compro. Vale.
What should... Good evening.
What do you need, Lisa?
Dr. Volkov.
Pues no tengo ni idea. Vale. La última visita. De momento no sé nada. Lo de aquí, esto nada. De momento nada. Y esto, pues vamos a hacer lo de aquí. Bueno, Kirill, perdón. Y lo de los tratos turbios, que es lo de Kirill. Lo de sin remordimientos, que es lo del sitio este para beber. Esto no sé si me dará tiempo. Y esto de momento, nada. No sé cuánto me quedará de juego, pero de momento misiones secundarias me las estoy haciendo todas, podría decirse. Vamos con la linternita a todos los sitios. Oye, no veas cómo me baja la sangre, ¿eh? Joder.
Hey, Lisa! Over here!
Cara tiene de amargado.
Glad you made it. Was afraid that the smell and the noise would scare you off.
Welcome to the hub of our cause.
It's a little less refined than Arbon's.
Arbon's is not exactly the type of establishment we'd like to be seen in. There's a reason we come in through the back.
Oh, tío, con esto no acierto en ninguno de los comentarios.
Nor would many of the common folk feel welcome at hers. Here are the real people, the real town.
Anyway, it's unwise to mix business and pleasure, right?
I didn't consider that.
Come, enough talk. Let's find a table.
I've had enough walking for the day. Gosha, why don't you grab us the drinks while I find a table for our friend here? What can I say? You have a certain charm that keeps costs low, eh?
Vamos, que nos hagan descuento.
All right, I'll follow your lead. These places are foreign to me.
We'll change that soon enough. Don't you worry.
Or do, if you spend enough time around this fool.
Follow me. I know which tables don't wobble too much.
That's some good intel.
Ah, that's better.
Sentarnos,
Now we need
no.
for a few stiff drinks to celebrate all we achieved these past few weeks. The wheels are finally in motion for our glorious cause.
Your cause?
Come on now. An educated woman such as yourself surely must have gathered who we are and what we represent.
You and Gosha are revolutionaries?
Pero si eso ya lo han dicho, eso no es nuevo.
Precisely.
I see. My knowledge is limited, but during my studies there were whispers of your ideals.
That's the problem with the comfortably educated. Only whispers. Pretty theories and platitudes are worthless without action. The situation requires far more. We have been conditioned to blindly accept that those in... While in reality, they are as fit to rule as the dog shit I stepped in this morning.
So, what do you envision instead?
We need a society for the people, run by the people. There are no serfs, no aristocrats. We all live to serve one another.
You seem truly dedicated to your cause.
It is my calling.
Menos mal
In
que ha
these
acertado.
times, there is nothing else worth devoting one's life to. Now is the time for us to unite, seize the country and make this dream a reality,
De
no
todas
matter what
maneras,
the cost.
nos tratan como si fuéramos de la clase social alta y no es verdad, si no teníamos dinero para nada.
If you're so parched, you could have got it yourself.
I wanted to talk to our friend here and... Well, you're just so much better at carrying the bottles and glasses. So, tell us, Lisa, what do you think of our little organisation so far?
You're fighting for a good cause.
Hear, hear.
Right now, let us drink as friends.
To the glorious future.
No regrets.
There's no way I'm actually drinking.
Oh, nothing strips the lining of your guts better than Kirill's hooch.
Matarratas de Kirill.
Let's just see if you can keep up with me this time.
I'm sorry to interrupt the merriment, but you still haven't told me why you give your blood to Arbin.
Oh, you're right.
Well, it's simple, really. Why does anyone give something to someone else?
A cambio de algo.
Out of kindness.
Well, yes, but do you really think we're in a position to do that?
When Arbin approached us, at first we didn't know how to react.
To be honest, we were pretty suspicious. With her fancy place and the people she hangs around with, she seemed like the epitome of the uncaring elite.
I wouldn't say she is uncaring.
No, as we came to discover. You see, Arbin proposed a deal. In exchange for some of our blood for medical research, we received money for our...
I see. And would all this money...
Not yet. First, another drink.
Pues, como hablando muy bollante de sangre, recha.
sorry,
No, no, no,
You
no.
already did.
One wasn't...
Oh, whatever.
To the new age.
Mierda, quería darle a
No regrets.
fingir.
Look, you seem fun, but I don't know if I can reveal exactly.
No.
Just know that all will be
That doesn't exactly make things any clearer.
Will you pipe down over there? What are you women doing in a place like this?
Quería darle a fingir. Me cago en la leche, tío. Qué cagada.
Go home to your husbands and brats, and let the rest of us enjoy our drinks free from your nonsense.
Será capullo.
Lucky for you, I have neither a man nor any children to rush home to. In fact, I think I'll take a good while to savour the rest of my vodka tonight.
Huh. You should fix that. A woman your age only has a few more desirable years.
Te voy a decir yo a ti lo que se te va a pasar.
All of you, it's unnatural. Rabble-rousers like you are the problem.
Us. The bourgeoisie sit and feast in their mansions with no thought for you, and yet you choose to insult those who actually think of your future.
What?
Tell him, Lisa.
The bourgeoisie, the ruling class, the rich and powerful.
And their biggest trick is to make ordinary people think we're our own enemies.
What a load of rubbish.
But don't you see? It should be the people who determine the land's destiny, running the country for themselves as it should be.
Creating a world with no more greed or suffering.
Oh, I know you. You're the people that shut down the mill last week.
That was one of our actions, yes.
You cost me a week's worth of wages. I had to burn my old musket to keep warm.
Price
Ostras.
worth paying.
A lo mejor para él, ¿no?
How can you say that? It was
Claro.
a gift from my father. The last thing of value in my life.
I am sorry, sir, but direct action will eventually lead to a better life for all.
Esto
Aren't your
mismo.
overseers ultimately to blame?
What?
They hold you hostage with wage loss even when you couldn't work if you wanted.
Doesn't that show you that they don't care about you? You're nothing to them.
But why would they pay me? I wasn't there.
Maybe because you're a human being and have a right to food and heat. That's the problem with this society. Hunger, poverty. We've been conditioned to blindly accept that these are just inevitable costs of living. It doesn't have to be that way.
Enough of this. You're lucky the right people aren't around to hear you sprout this drivel. This is exactly why political delinquents shouldn't be allowed in here or anywhere in the country.
Some people just can't handle the truth.
Ah, this piss hole isn't worth my coin tonight.
Just another blind worker who refuses to understand why we do what we do.
Ignorance is sometimes easier when hopeless. Maybe he just wanted to drink in peace to numb it all.
Estoy de acuerdo.
Then he shouldn't have started it.
What's happening out there?
Ah, it must be the rally. We're going to be late, Ivan.
Don't blame me. You were the one who took too long getting our drinks.
A rally?
Come, we'll show you. Right after one more drink for the road.
Venga, fingir.
To tonight's success.
To a better world.
No regrets. Ugh, I can't bear to taste this.
All right, let us show you how our cause progresses.
You can see how together we're
Let's go. But after that, I must get back to the doctor.
When we're done, there'll be no more masters to return to.
Vale. Tío, no me deja hacer nada, Kirill. Pues
All
mañana.
right then, let's make our move. We don't want to miss anything.
So many people.
And this is only a fraction of the force we will have.
When you see it
Igual que se va a
gathering,
liar.
you can't help but feel like change is in the air.
But what exactly is this rally about?
Corruption. Among other crimes, the previous mayor was lining his fat pockets with the coin made by our farmers' hard work.
We organised and drove him out, but we now need to make sure the new mayor knows that we won't let the past be repeated.
In time, the whole system must be overhauled. But with the rally, we take our first step in achieving our demands.
Uy,
Hey, Lisa, I think someone is trying to get your attention.
What? The girl from the party, the one who killed Petya.
It looks like she wants you to go inside.
Well, looks like this is where we part for now then.
So it does. I hope we meet again.
I'm sure we will.
And maybe next time, we'll get some more vodka into you. But be prepared to actually drink next time.
ojo macho, que me he liado con beber. ¿Pero le han marcado la cara?
Hello there. You wish to see me?
The Countess requests your presence inside.
No.
The Countess? Why is she here?
How should I know? I'm just the messenger.
Locked.
Vale, ahora sí está abierto.
This place sure is something else.
She's upstairs. Come, I'll get us past the guard.
I have to say, I didn't really expect to speak again after our last meeting.
Right. That was an unfortunate eve. Well, I survived, although clearly not unscathed.
Joder, y tanto.
My face may be a sight, but the hunger pains are far worse. Thanks to that purple-haired lunatic, I'm goddamn pathetic. Begging for scraps from others.
Despite what you did, I am sorry that...
¿Y qué
Elisa
quieres que
harmed you.
haga?
Just what I want. Pity from you too. I already get enough of that, thank you. Here we are. You there. Let her through.
Of course. Ladies.
Se ha enfadado. Se me quedé, le digo, lo siento. ¿Y yo qué culpa tendré encima?
Oh, hello, darling. What a nice surprise to see you here. Lisa, my dear, how funny to find you down there amongst the rally.
Oh, yes. Isn't it thrilling to see so many gathered?
Seems like a lot of noise and trouble to me. Imagine the mess they must be causing to the beautiful square. Now, I didn't only call you up for pleasantries. Since you're here, I have an envelope I'd like you to deliver to the doctor. I trust this time it will arrive untampered with. You may run along now.
Forgive me, but before I leave, may I ask who's that gentleman looking out the window? I believe I've seen his face before.
Well noted. Hear that, Savelli? Even this young lady recognizes the new mayor. You must have already made quite the impression around town.
Huh? Oh. Why, hello there, miss. Apologies for not noticing you earlier. I got lost in thought admiring the view below. So organized and efficient. Mayor Savelli Skvortsov, at your most humble service.
Elizaveta Morozova. A pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, my dear. Likewise. But tell me, Miss Elizaveta, what do you think of the rally going on? I saw you talking to a couple of the participants.
I think they are a bunch of fools. They complain about having no money, yet are taking off work to cause a commotion.
A ver, me cago en todo. O sea, ahora no sé acertar.
Here.
Oh, come now. Don't you feel for the plight of the common man and woman?
Sí que lo siento, pero es que no sé atinar.
Do you?
Absolutely. We need a shake-up of the system. Ha! Why do you think I ran for mayor in the first place? I've lived in this country all my life and seen the ills of our working folk. The good, law-abiding people of this town deserve to have their hard work properly appreciated.
Lo de chupar la sangre, eso déjamelo a mí.
Those above.
A pointed analogy.
Sí.
My apologies. I didn't mean to use such imagery in the presence of you refined women.
Ya, ya,
Oh,
ya.
please. You think our little Lisa cannot handle talk of blood?
Ah, of course. You're that Lisa, the new physician apprentice.
Ah, esa, o sea, que sabe que somos eso.
I'm surprised you've heard of me.
As mayor, it's my duty and privilege to know about all the town's residents. Especially those who so wonderfully use their talents to serve the good
Sus dotes,
citizens.
ya.
Oh, it's truly nothing special. It's what I've always wanted to do.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. We all do our own small part to bring about a better tomorrow for those of pure heart and spirit. Ah, do you smell that? Change is in the air, my friends. We've got a good crowd going now. Time to greet them and let them know their voices are heard.
Savelli, for goodness sake, don't put yourself in harm's way in front of that rabble. I've only just got used to you as the new mayor.
Ha! There's that razor wit I was warned about. Come, Lisa. Join me if you'd like.
Me meto en cada en bola que flipas.
You can see the entire rally from here.
Workers, people, friends, here I come to you not as your mayor, but as a fellow citizen. A citizen who has seen the damage done to this town by those who came before. To those that take advantage of the hard-working, law-abiding citizens of this town, I have only this to say to you. We...
Joder, qué susto.
Get down! That was a gunshot.
Who's shooting?
I don't know, but I intend to find out. Lisa, let's get inside.
I just need to quickly check if there's anyone in the crowd I might be able to help. It's hard to see. There's so... Wait.
Lisa?
El hermano. No me jodas. Asuntos familiares, capítulo 5.
Quickly, Lisa. Get inside. It's not safe here.
See, what did I tell you? These people are like rabid dogs. You give them a treat and they'll bite your arm off.
It's just a few bad apples out there. That's all.
Ugh, ever an optimist. At least it seems the guards are arresting them, and the rabble will finally be quelled.
I have to go.
Be safe.
No puede
Before
ser.
you go, darling, I just wanted to remind you that our secrets sometimes can be hard to keep. Believe me, I know that better than... But they are secrets for a reason. You've done well so far. There is no reason to start disappointing me now, is there, darling?
No, madam.
Delightful. Have a safe journey home, dear. Better move quickly and don't engage. Who knows what kind of diseases those animals have.
Tío. Joder con la condesa. No puedo correr más, ¿eh? Me pesa el vestido. Tío, quiero ayudar a mi hermano. Estaba por aquí.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Are you deaf? You are under arrest.
You don't understand. I didn't do anything.
It's you who doesn't understand, boy. For the last time, if you don't come with me, there will be hell to pay.
I can't, please. I need to find my sister. She's around here somewhere. Just let me find her.
That's it. I've had enough of your nonsense.
Get your filthy hands off him, you pig!
Do you know what you just did, mouthy broad?
Pégale otra.
This is madness. How quick Kolya looks badly hurt. But if I help, Countess and higher society won't look kindly. I can't just leave him like that.
Lisa?
Kolya, can you hear me?
Lisa, I knew it was you.
Shh, you shouldn't talk right now. Save your energy. Let's get you to a safe place.
Vaya Ramón, ¿y cómo le vamos a explicar que estamos vivas?
I don't know where to even begin. We all thought you were dead. I was at your funeral, for God's sake. But here you are, standing before me. How is that even possible?
Listen, I'm sorry, but I can't reveal all the details.
No le voy a decir que soy un vampiro.
Why not?
You see, I was recruited as a spy while I was at the academy. I'm working with a foreign government to bring down our rulers.
I don't believe you. If you really were a spy, you would have never told anyone about it. Fine, you don't have to tell me the truth, but I just need to know one thing.
No estoy viva.
Why didn't you tell us that you were alive? Why
¿Por
didn't
qué no
you
lo estoy?
write? Do you even realize what your passing did to Mother? To me?
I wanted to, I really did, but reaching out to family is forbidden.
Forbidden? By whom? I don't feel so good.
His blood looks so inviting. I can feel its warmth.
Un lametazo.
Stop, Lisa. What are you even thinking? You've had too much blood loss. Come with me. We have to stop the bleeding. There.
Thank you.
Now, we can't let you fall asleep just yet. Why don't you tell me how you even got here?
Fine. Where to begin? I suppose it all started to unravel right after your funeral.
3 meses antes.
It's getting late. Why aren't you heading home?
My legs won't take me.
I see.
Can I stay here with you a little longer?
Of course, boy. Stay as long as you like. You know why they put a glass of water next to the tombstone?
No?
It's for the person who passed away. They say that when the soul finally leaves the body, it washes clean with the water in there. When it happens, you can see the water trembling.
What about the bread on the glass?
They also think that the soul can move into a bird and feed. That it can eat and drink this in another world.
Do you think it's true?
But our people are nothing if not superstitious. There's so much chaos and misery in their lives. And if this helps them feel that they are in control of something, I say let them have it. Sometimes I wish I believed those things. Probably would help make sense out of something like this.
She should have never gone to treat those peasants. I hate them so much.
You shouldn't. It wasn't the peasants' fault they got sick.
Bueno, el hermano ahora mismo está dolido. Es normal.
Lisa was a good doctor. She swore an oath to help people, and she did just that.
But how can I not? They just took her away, Uncle Mitko. We don't even know where her body is. My sister is dead at 22 and no one is responsible.
That's not what I said, boy.
Then who is to blame for this?
Dramón.
Have you ever thought about why they got sick in the first place?
Because they are filthy.
No creo que sea por
They
gusto.
are filthy because they are poor, even poorer than us. They don't have access to clean water or clothes. They
Exacto.
become ill and are forced into sick houses where there's only one doctor for hundreds of them.
Ya, pobrecillos.
Half of the time, no one even bothers to come. Unlike you. Meanwhile, our omnipotent overlords live in golden mansions and make big decisions. Decisions, Kola, about how much of our money to take and how many children's bodies to throw into their next senseless war. So if you do get angry, boy, don't be angry at the peasants.
Do you think it will get better?
I don't know. But there's always hope, right?
Vamos, que por esta conversación con el tío nos metemos con el grupo de los revolucionarios. Tiene pinta.
Let's go home. Your mother must be worried. Rest in peace, dear.
A month passed. Every second since that day felt long, dull, and full of nothingness. I don't think Mother put 10 words together since your funeral. I don't think I saw her cry either. Just going about the house, cleaning, cooking, must have kept her sane. I thought more about what Uncle Mitko said at your graveside. He was right. I shouldn't have blamed the peasants. Sleep wouldn't often come, so I started reading to make the nights shorter. And Dad, you can probably imagine. Almost he either made a scene, or better yet, simply couldn't stand on his feet. If I'm honest, I think I started hoping for those nights when he didn't show up at all.
Joder, el panorama.
It was risky, but I got pamphlets, books, newspapers about the unreported happenings of the land. About poverty, corruption, alcoholism, and more. I also learned that there are people who want change. I wanted to help. I wanted to do something.
Vale.
Everything reminded me of you, and every memory felt like a punch in the gut.
¿Y qué más quieres que haga?
Every night I found myself staring.
Son of a bitch.
Not again.
Nadia, open up. Damn keys won't work.
I better go out there to look after Mum.
Vaya tela.
Sure thing, Nadia. Why don't you break more of them? We must have a wheelbarrow's worth of plates because I am made of money, aren't I?
I'm sorry. You just startled me, that's all.
What's going on here?
Oh, nothing. Just your mother throwing money out the window.
She said she's sorry.
Sorry doesn't buy us bread.
You mean vodka?
¿Quieres decir el vodka?
What did you
Toma
say?
ya.
Nothing.
Since you're out of your room for once, come. It's high time you and I had a talk.
No creo que el niño tenga ganas.
Fine. Let's talk then.
Let's have a toast to your mother's health. Been a little while since you and I caught up.
I suppose it has.
So, are you doing well? Is the honor of the family name safe?
No, eso ya lo haces tú, tranquilo. Para que se enfade,
Nothing to
mentimos.
worry about, Father.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. Not only that my son is an idiot, but also a dirty liar. I found your report card today. What do you have to say for yourself? Do you even realize how easy it is to be a good student? School curriculum is designed for hopeless morons. To be better than them, to do well in school is the bare minimum I should expect from my son. If you can't do that, hell, what else are you good for? When I was your age, I was the perfect student.
Ya, ahora eres un borracho.
finished school with honors, made my parents proud.
And what good came out of it, father?
You disrespectful brat.
Lo que te iba a decir.
Do you even realize how much your education costs us? Take your sister, for example. God bless her soul.
No
Her
empecemos por
education
ahí.
never cost us a dime. All paid by the school since
No,
she
no,
was
no,
so
no.
smart.
No empieces por ahí.
Let's raise a glass to Lisa. And speaking, I happen to notice that her medallion is missing. Do you by chance know where it is?
Why are you even looking for it?
Yo estoy borracho. Digo, ¿por qué se mueve la cámara?
Unlike some of us, I've got nothing to hide. It's an antique and costs a fortune. And where she is, she doesn't need it. But you know exactly how that...
I didn't take it, I swear.
I know exactly how trustworthy you are, perfect student.
Dios el Padre.
Tell me where you hid the money.
I don't know if I would have acted the same if I had been sober, but...
¡Ojo, que nos hemos puesto borricos! No tiene que haber bebido.
Enough of your drinking. Enough of your threats. I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving.
Don't go, Kolya.
Let him go. Give him a week and he'll come crawling back. He's a lazy fool. He won't make it on his own. People don't change. Nothing does.
Nothing changes if you don't make the change. I hope you see it before it's too late, Father. I'm sorry, Mom. I'll send letters and half the money I earned to Uncle Mitko so he can pass it on to you. Please, go stay with him if Father gets any worse.
Ojo.
Where are you going?
To make a change.
Mierda, no tenía que haber
That
bebido.
night I left and joined the cause. I dropped out of school and started delivering packages between revolutionary units. One day, they gave me this parcel to deliver to Ivan, the movement leader here in town. I knew he would be at the gathering, but everything became a blur and the rest, I don't regret any of it, really. I just am sad that Mother had to clean up the glass shards after me.
Kolya? Kolya, are you alright? It's okay. He should get some rest. He lost the smell of blood again. The wild berries and cherry. He's already unconscious. Perhaps it won't even make a difference. I'll just have a quick taste.
Es que estoy un poco muerta de sed.
What is going on here? I see we have a guest.
Me estaba cuidando solo.
Dr. Volkov, I know it's a lot to process, but please hear me out. This is my brother, Kolya. He was injured in a brawl at the town square and he needs help.
I see. I assume you are familiar with the rules regarding one's
Sí,
communication with
pero no
the
lo voy a dejar
past
morir en la
family.
plaza. A ver, hay cosas y cosas.
Once turned, one of our kind shall not be in touch with any relative till every single one in the third generation of their family has passed. I'm afraid the rule is rather strict.
Yes, I know, but he's my brother. I just couldn't leave him.
And now that you brought him here, you also decided to...
It was a
Sí.
lapse of judgment.
Tenía un poquito de hambre.
Indeed. Right. Well. Regardless of who that is, we both swore the Hippocratic Oath. Let's help this young man get back on his feet. I can see you've done a decent job bandaging. He clearly suffered some serious blood loss.
La que le he quitado yo.
He also looks malnourished. Probably hasn't eaten properly in a while. That won't do. Lisa, be a dear and go and get some proper human food from the general store for the gentleman. We barely have anything left around here.
But
He'll be fine for the time being.
All right. Please take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
Menos mal que no se ha enterado de lo que no sé, tío, porque el otro se ha enfadado.
Not a soul. After everything that has happened, the silence is deafening.
Dr. Morozova.
I should...
Pleasure as always.
¿Y cómo lo hago?
Ah, my favorite
Claro, es que no puedo hablar en privado, entonces no le puedo hacer lo de cambiar de opinión. O esto va a fracasar. Sé que esta es la dinámica del juego, pero debería de haber alguna manera en que una vez que finalices ciertas misiones, poder seguir aumentando el rango de afinidad o de lo que sea, ¿vale? Como queréis llamarlo. Porque una vez que la acabas, ya no puedes hacer nada. Y si por lo que sea fallas en alguna o la cagas o me está pasando, no puedo hacer nada.
Good evening.
What did you say? Oh,
¿Te pasa algo?
What can I do for you?
May I please purchase some groceries? Some bread, vegetables, protein? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, yes. Huh. Let me see. Sir.
Thank you.
Wait just a second.
¿Qué te
I
pasa?
can't accept this. It's on the house.
¿Por qué?
Are you sure? Thanks a lot. That's very kind of you.
Don't mention it.
¿Por qué?
This produce looks...
No lo entiendo. ¿Que eres la novia? ¿Te gusta? ¿Eres revolucionaria?
Why wouldn't she take the money?
Sorry, Mom. No entry. Official police business.
What do you mean, no entry? I happen to live here.
Them's the orders, Mom. No one in, no one out.
What kind of police business?
Not at liberty to discuss, Mom.
And when will I be able to come back to my own home? You're not much help, you know.
Well, sorry about that, Mom.
I need to get back to Kolya before he gets worse. I need to get back to Kolya before he gets worse.
Déjame irme a un lado para convertirme en lo que tengo que convertirme, claro, colega.
Dr. Volkov must have put him in my vessel to rest.
Joder.
I suppose it's better than the floor.
Sí, la verdad que sí, pero...
Where is the doctor, by the way? We should discuss Kolya's condition.
Open up, Doctor!
What's going on, exactly? You should be aware that you are interrupting some important scientific work.
This can't be good.
Lisa? Where am I?
Hello. How are you feeling?
Ah! What the hell is this thing?
Petya, now's not the time.
Lisa, what the devil is going on? Is
A
this
dormir.
your room? Why is there a coffin? Why am I in a coffin?
Que te duermas.
Calm down, Kolya. You need to remain still for your injuries.
How can I calm down? Explain everything.
Listen, I know it's hard to believe, and I'm not supposed to tell you this, but vampires exist.
What are you talking about?
Hence the coffin, hence the funeral, hence never reaching out. I did die, in a sense. You were just never supposed to see me again.
You can't expect me to believe this.
Sácale los colmillos.
It's the truth.
Prove it.
Infarto al corazón.
I can't believe what I've just seen.
¿Quieres que te lo vuelva a demostrar? Te chupo un poco de
Trust me,
sangre.
brother. You don't know a fraction of what I've seen and done in the last few months. I can't tell you anymore, and you must keep this a secret or we're both finished.
All right. I don't even know what to say.
Vente al lado oscuro conmigo.
Dr. Volkov?
Lisa, I'm afraid I have some unpleasant news. The police are here, and they are looking for Nikolai Kolya Morozov.
But he's done nothing wrong.
I sent them to get a warrant to buy you some time, but I'm afraid they will be back very soon.
Thank you for holding them off, Doctor.
Don't mention it, dear.
The doctor's right.
But...
Let's go, Lisa. There's nothing we can do.
I'm sorry, dear. Whenever you're ready.
Listen, Lisa. I need to ask you for a favor, sister. That package I told you about earlier, I was never able to deliver it. I don't know what's inside, but I've been informed that it is of crucial importance for the cause. Ivan believes that the future of this country depends on it. Please promise me you'll deliver it to him, or I will not rest easy till the day I die.
if it means so much to you, of course I will deliver.
That means a lot.
Kola Morozov, you're under arrest for treason and assault of a member of the police.
Told you before, little man, this isn't going to end well for you.
You have no right to do this.
Of course we do, sweetheart. We're here to protect you and the town.
Sí, ya lo veo.
How did you even find us?
Not that it's any of your business, young lady, but we've done some thorough
Oh, se ha chivado la chica de la tienda.
The assaulted police officer provided the description, and it turns out this kid is quite well known in radical circles. The general store shopkeeper saw a young man fitting the profile heading towards your place. Here we now are, with the extremist apprehended.
No wonder she couldn't look me in the eye. I don't believe this. Wait, there must be something I can do. Please.
I'm afraid there isn't, dear. The law takes over now. Given your medical contributions to society or whatnot.
Perhaps we could make an exception and try to make him more comfortable where we were taking him.
It's not going to be easy, though, if you know what I mean.
How much would that be?
I reckon for 20 coins I could put in a good word.
¿Qué hijos de su madre?
Here. Take it.
De cabrones.
Much obliged, miss. I'll see to the young man's utmost comfort.
Son unos cabrones.
He'll be as good as at the palace.
Where are you taking him?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say, miss.
Surely you're joking.
Don't worry, they'll get in touch with family once the sentence is issued.
Shouldn't be more than a year.
Más de un año.
This can't be.
Write a letter to Mum for me, please. Tell her not to worry.
But...
Let's go, kid. Time to face the music.
Joder, había 200.000 en la plaza y se llaman a este chico. Me cago en la leche.
They took him away. I thought I would never see him again. And then...
There, Lisaveta. But
how can you say that?
As I said before, it is strictly forbidden to be in touch with the people from your human life. Sooner or later, higher society would have learned about it. Regrettably, you, me, and certainly your brother would have been sentenced to death by sunrise. This way, at least, he has a chance.
This simply can't be.
I should probably give you some time to yourself. I understand that this must be, disappointing. But remember, people will come and go. The work, Lisa, the work is what lasts forever.
Me parece un poco injusto.
I don't feel well.
Después. No. Y no me dejan. ¿En serio? Pues me pongo a leer.
What have you done?
Listen, I may have stepped over the line, but...
Pasa 3 pueblos.
I asked, what have you done? I have been quiet all this time, but no more. It's one thing for you to take your petty grievances out on me, but when our children, our child, our only son left, and
I know I shouldn't have gone.
I will not stand for it, for any of it. You have some important choices to make, Alexei. I'm not kidding.
You're right. Things got out of hand. I'm sorry.
Me va a pegar con el plato en la cabeza.
Good. I'm staying at Mitko's.
Nadja, wait.
Sí, aquí te quedas. Hala, tira. Frégate tú los platos. Uy. Un sueño onírico. Esta es la iglesia.
I really thought you were my friend.
No, estoy de tu parte.
Why did I ever open up to you?
No, tío, no.
Stupid.
Fue sin querer, lo juro. Ahora me siento fatal. No fue apuesto, de verdad.
¿Faina?
Ay, que la abuela también ha muerto.
I suppose so.
la traducción se le ha ido.
Legs bear no truth. You've had a tough few months, haven't you?
Mucho.
To tell the truth, tough doesn't even begin to cover it.
Some choices you've made, some things you've done. Deep down, you know that wasn't right.
Algunas sí.
How do you know what I've done?
I do feel sorry for you, dear. Lord knows we all make mistakes, and few have gone through what you have, and remained human. But I'm afraid the worst is yet to come, little dove.
Joder.
The worst?
Everyone knows the perils of a friendship with the devil, don't they? Still, most of them get distracted by how shiny his presents are. He had nothing to tempt me with, though. All I ever needed was in the right drawer.
No. What exactly does that mean, Faina?
You can do it, little dove. I just wish I got to water my plants.
Your plant. Another dream.
Vamos, que sí, que sí. Que la doña...
But Kolya arrested. That part was real. I should head over to the vodka bar and see if Yvonne might know anything about it. Wait, what is this inside my vessel?
Insepulto.
Looks like Kolya left me a note.
Lisa, te escribo esto en el posible caso de que me arresten. Sabía que podía pasar, pero no me arrepiento de nada. Si me detienen, solo te pido dos cosas. La más importante es que acabes el trabajo que empecé y le entregues el paquete a Iván. No podía llevarlo por la calle, así que lo escondí en la chimenea de la tienda. Tienes que ir a por él y entregarlo. Si no, mi sacrificio habrá sido en vano. Mi reputación depende de ello. La verdad es que ahora mismo es lo único que me importaba. Por último, envíale una carta a mamá si puedes. Aunque sean malas noticias, es mejor que lo sepa. Cuando nos despedimos de ti, había un silencio sepulcral. No quiero que vuelva a pasar por lo mismo. Todavía no le he enviado el dinero de este mes, así que si puedes mandarle algo, te lo agradecería.
Kolya asked me to write a letter to Mother. This is going to be...
No quiero decir nada, pero me estáis sangrando, ¿eh?
Now for the hard part.
Por mucho que me pese, debo hacerte saber que han detenido a tu hijo bajo falsos pretextos. Quería que te dijera que no debes preocuparte y que esta situación se resolverá pronto. Aunque no puedo revelar mi identidad, te por seguro que haré todo lo que esté en mi mano para liberarlo. Encontrarás algo de dinero en el sobre que quería enviarte antes de la detención. Cuídate mucho.
Finished. Now just to drop it in the postbox on the main street. And how are you doing today? You know, Pumpkin.
¿Cómo?
You are without a doubt the most content individual I've ever met. I wonder how old you are. Cats already live such short lives. I know, I shouldn't dwell on such sad thoughts, but it just seems unfair. That is, unless, you know, I reckon you'd make an excellent vampire.
Un gato vampiro, no te creo.
Certainly something to consider in the future, isn't it, Pumpkin? Just listen to that Just listen. Something feels different around here.
Oh, I did a little sweeping during the day. Maybe that's it? I know I can't breathe anymore, but somehow the dust still bothered me.
Me parece bien que limpies.
Petya, thank you.
It's no trouble at all. I have to earn my keep somehow.
Madre mía. Al final...
I can't go out there like this.
Se me va a quedar corto esto, ¿eh? Madre mía, con las luces. Ni que pagasen luces.
I can't believe they took Kolya.
I'm very sorry, dear. I'm no stranger to loved ones being taken away. Perhaps the revolutionaries might know more about where they brought him. I heard they set up their den in the vodka bar.
Yes, that's a good idea. I'll start... Dr. Volkov. Hey, I've got a little something for you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Huh?
Dr. Volkov.
Ni más trabajo ni nada.
What should I wear?
Vale. No puede entrar en el cajón.
Faina must be the one that keeps things looking nice around here. I bet Dr. Volkov wouldn't remember to take care of flowers to save his life. No mail for me this time. It's a storage room for the building. That's also where packages are delivered for tenants to pick up.
¿En qué cajón? No me dejan entrar ya en la casa de ella.
Can't put a cloth on this one.
¿En qué cajón? No sé, no tengo ni idea. Ya la averiguaremos.
Evening, Evgeny. I got your note.
More than I've wanted anything, as long as I can remember. I haven't stopped thinking about you ever since I laid eyes on you at the salon. The way you took care of me when I was at my worst.
¿Me estás insinuando algo?
How much you love poetry. How kind you were to me. And how generous you were when it came to your help.
Sigue, que me está gustando lo que me dices.
How much you were willing to take on for me to help me make up for my own short.
Evgeny, that's... Never even said goodbye.
Un abracito.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Para despedirnos.
Thank you for your compassion, Lisa. I have been better, to be sure. But on the bright side, now that my heart is free, I wanted to tell you something important. I love you, Lizaveta.
¡Ojo! Madre mía. Somos unas rompecorazones.
And jollier than any spirit I've ever had. Will you be my muse? Would you...
Evgeny, I thought you'd never ask. Yes, of course. I would love nothing more.
With so few words, you've made me feel happier than I've ever been. As a
Cortéjame,
poet, I find
necesito
this
Cabernet,
infuriating,
por favor, o tu sangre,
as a
me da
man,
igual.
I
Llegados
can
a
hardly
cierto
contain
punto,
myself.
May I have a kiss?
Anytime. Evening.
Shall we move to the bed?
Yes, please.
¿Para qué voy a esperar? Yo soy vampira, pero no sé cuánto me va a durar.
Evening. Anytime.
Bueno, ya me he cansado. Me voy. Otro día más.
Oh, hi. Speak soon.
Claro, es que no te dejan hablar, no te dejan hacer nada.
All the knickknacks around here.
Vale, ¿en qué tienda y en qué? Nada. Hoy lo puedo hacer si es que me deja. Esto ya está hecho. En el escondite. ¿En qué escondite? Y enviarle la carta. Eso ahora lo hago.
Hello, mademoiselle.
I wondered if it was a good time to continue our tour. I know I've taken far too much of your time already.
Please, please. I take as much enjoyment from our time together as you. Now the question is...
Madre mía, me voy a liar con toda la ciudad.
You know, the creature you asked about before, the Nav, at the time I knew nothing more than what was in the book. However, I dug a little further and found that we happen to have our very own Nav legend right here in town, on Lover's Island.
How thrilling! I would indeed be most interested to learn more.
It's decided then. We're off to Lover's Island, where tales of our Nav await. Ah, splendid. It's still here.
Is this something you've done before? Tours of Lover's Island for the local townswomen?
Ha! Only for those with a thirst for folklore, who also desire to spend an evening in a cold... In other words, never. Though I've made the journey alone many times.
Then I feel lucky to be beside you. Did you say a cold boat?
I did indeed.
So, Lover's Island. Such a curious name.
You will soon come to learn just how curious.
And you say this place has a connection to a Nav?
Yes, you see, a Nav is said to arise from a tragic or untimely death. A soul grown hateful towards those who enjoy the life of which they were robbed.
Very cryptic. And who exactly is this Nav in question?
Several hundred years ago, this town and its surrounding counties were owned by a cruel lord, a general. The lord's most loyal underling was a man named Dragomir.
Ojo, la de los vampiros.
Dragomir?
Yes, Dragomir was a native of town, and as such, he had been the lord's closest advisor since being gifted with the estate.
Me cago en todo.
With all his flaws, Dragomir had been vital in keeping the townsfolk safe from his lord's most vicious acts, redirecting his anger elsewhere.
And the island?
In his youth, Dragomir spent many a long day escaping to the island with his childhood love Elena, far from the eyes of their parents.
So this is an island where lovers elope?
You won't think it's so romantic when you hear the full story.
That's a shame. It is a hauntingly beautiful place for romance to blossom.
That's not to say romance cannot return to these shores.
I look forward to hearing the rest of it.
We've arrived. Explore at your leisure.
Todos los artefactos. Oh, madre mía, ¿esto es una gincana o qué?
What do you have there?
It looks like part of an old oar, preserved in the mud.
We are surely not the first to set ashore here under the cover of darkness.
Si te dijera lo que hay más adelante, te sorprendería.
Let us continue the tale. The Lord was known to marry every year, only for his wives to disappear, leaving behind terrible rumours of their demise. When it once again came time for the Lord to take a wife, Dragomir's childhood love, Elena, was a victim of the Lord's desires.
Such evil.
Enough to rival even the darkest of authors' minds, though I'm afraid this is not fiction. Where were we? Oh yes. On the eve of her betrothal to the Lord, Elena plotted with Dragomir to elope together, leaving town and the cruel Lord far behind. They were to meet in the old abandoned house on this island, their secret childhood sanctuary. Now let us continue exploring.
No. Me has dejado a medias de la historia. Qué feo.
An old bronze candlestick.
Perhaps it is the very same that was lit on that dark night. The Lord held tight patrols around the perimeter of his estate. The only route of escape was across the lake where no guards patrolled. Dragomir held watch duty outside the Lord's chambers that evening. He would have to wait until the dead of night before he could leave unnoticed. He would leave a boat for Elena to row to the island after dusk, where she would light a single candle in the window as a sign of her arrival.
A beacon of hope on the darkest of nights.
Dragomir would meet her there, and the two would sail together to the opposite shore, where a horse and freedom awaited.
To risk one's life for love.
Would you do the same?
For the right person, yes, I believe I would.
Then this right person you speak of should consider themselves lucky beyond compare.
Would you?
Even if love were not a factor, I would do so, just to help her escape a cruel and undeserved fate.
Este es un romántico, siempre lo he dicho.
Though I am somewhat mistrustful of
Desconfío de los caballos.
Let us continue.
An abandoned house.
I believe it predates the Nav legend. A hermit is said to have lived here during the Dark Age. The hour approached, and Dragomir crept from the door of his lord's chambers. He arrived at the shore to see Elena's boat was absent. As to be expected, she must be awaiting him on the island.
All according to plan, thus far.
He rowed through the dark water. As he drew nearer, a light became visible, flickering on the island. Dragomir reached the shore and ran to the doors of the house, his heart filled with joy.
This isn't going to go the way he expects.
Dragomir flung the door open to find no sign of Elena, just a solitary candle burning upon the windowsill.
Haunting.
Quite.
¿Y qué pasó con la chica?
It appears to be some kind of blade.
Yes. I'd say a spear tip. The remnant of a bloody deed, perhaps. The tale continues. The door to the house suddenly slammed shut, followed by the sound of a large bolt slide. You dare try to flee with that which is mine? The Lord spoke, and Dragomir's eyes filled with horror.
I have a suspicion they aren't getting on that horse.
Now you will burn, spoke the Lord, and with that the house was ablaze. Dragomir screamed in anguish as the cabin was engulfed. On any approach to the windows, the spears of the Lord's men would greet him. He was trapped. Dragomir burned to death in this very house, betrayed by his love.
Por ella. No. ¿Por qué hiciste eso?
What of her?
Pues al año murió.
Elena was wed to the Lord that very morning. The scent of Dragomir's burning flesh still clinging to the Lord's beard as they... Her fate after that day is...
Such evil as I've never heard.
Joder, menuda historia.
Then you should consider yourself lucky.
And with that, I'm assuming, a Nav was born. One who knows only hatred, pain, and despair.
Well, yes, according to the local residents, though I find the reality far more comforting.
Which is?
That Dragomir's suffering ended that night when his body could no longer take the flame.
¿Tú crees?
Perhaps even before that, when the smoke overwhelmed his lungs.
I have such a wonderful time sharing these grisly tales with you. I almost forget how logical your medical mind truly is.
Cortando el rollo, así me gusta.
You truly believe them to be tales?
I believe all folk tales have a root in reality. The often brutal conditions of our world cause such unspeakable suffering. This makes us look beyond our physical confines to find solace and justice in the magical.
Perhaps there is more truth in some of these tales than you realize.
What do you mean, Miss Morozova?
I suppose I have seen things that make me less skeptic.
I would be eager for you to share these things when you are ready.
Yes, I may.
Lisa, I'd tour the world if it could be in your company, but it may be for the best that this is our last.
No.
I fear people will start to gossip if they see us alone together another night.
Then, let us make these rumors true and official before the townsfolk have means to.
Ya me da igual.
This is agreeable to you.
Se sonroja, pero si me lo estás pidiendo.
More than agreeable. Every second with you has been filled with joy and beauty.
Then we can enjoy the seconds, hours, and days to come.
Well, it appears Lover's Island has found redemption.
Y luego te chupo la sangre. Si es que no aprendes. Vale. No sé cómo hacerlo. Esto nada. Esto ya está hecho. Esto estamos en ello. Busca el paquete en el escondite. Es que no sé en qué escondite es. De momento la carta la voy a echar.
Dr. Morozova, isn't it?
No me la líes.
Looks like I'm just in time for the mail collection. Sending that letter must be difficult.
What? Is he talking about my mother and Kolya? Excuse me? I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, apologies. I just assumed you were here to send a letter to the coroner about the body.
¿Qué cuerpo?
Must not be your favorite part of the job.
The body?
Haven't you heard? The old woman from your building just passed away.
No.
¿Faina?
Sí, bueno, estaba clarísimo, pero vamos, tendría que haber, vamos, eso tenía que oler.
No.
I see. Well, sorry to break the news that way.
Eres un pinchaglobo, que lo sepas.
Strange. I just saw her in a dream.
She seemed like a very nice lady.
She was. If I ever need to send a letter...
How may I...
Vale.
Good choice.
Ya tendría todos los vestidos. Tío, ¿en qué chimenea estará? ¿Y en qué tienda? Bueno, voy a hacer esta parte de aquí. Y mañana busqué lo de el paquete. Eso es una putada. Es que no puedo hablar en privado, no puedo hacerle eso.
Enjoy the night. To what?
Me he confundido. Calla.
Have the most.
Calla. No era lo que quería. No quería robarle.
Ah, Lisa. Great timing.
Actually, there's some...
Let me introduce you to a very special guest of ours, Maxime.
Vaya cara de borrachuzo, chaval.
Maxime.
I shot the city head.
Le disparé al alcalde. Tú eres tonto. Por tu culpa mi hermano se va a morir en la cárcel,
You
capullo.
shot the mayor.
He didn't even shoot him. He got the window instead.
Ah,
Me
it's
estoy
like
quemando,
folks
¿verdad?
say, Gosha. It's the thought that counts.
Les dice, pero no sabéis ni siquiera si el alcalde es bueno o malo.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure is all mine.
Maxime, what you did at the rally takes some real guts, and bravery should be rewarded. That's why today, you drink for free, my friend.
Yo me le comía.
Serve my country.
Fine, forget the mayor for a second. What about the arrests?
Come on now, I bailed you out, didn't I? Look, as long as you're with me, there is nothing...
Yes, but what about the dozens of innocent people? What about them?
Well, what about them?
We still have no idea where they are.
Do I really have to explain that to you, Gosha? This rally made the government fear us and the people support us. The arrested people are martyrs.
Son mártires. Deberían de primero eso decidirlo las propias personas. Segundo, tú no eres quien para decidir eso. Tercero, tienen también familia. No me parece justo.
And the best part is, we didn't even plan it. Maxime here has no tie to us whatsoever. We got lucky.
Uf, la gente así son bombas de relojería.
This is a success. Stop being so sour and just enjoy yourself for a change.
I have to agree with Gosha. The cost was too high.
No changes in this country happen without blood, and revolution requires a lot of it. Before we get them to spill theirs, we'll have to sacrifice some of ours.
I'm getting another drink.
Sounds like a grand... Anyway, wasn't there some...
I was wondering if you heard any news about my brother, Kolya Morozov. He was arrested yesterday.
His name sounds vaguely familiar.
Vas a ver este.
He was a courier for the cause.
Ah, of course. He was supposed to make a highly important delivery to us earlier, but Right, you mentioned he's your brother. I wish I had some good news. But the police, they won't give us anything. Even bribes don't help.
I see. So you don't even know where they took the people they arrested yesterday?
That's right. The town is so small that there isn't a dedicated jail around here. Since they arrested so many people, they must have shipped them somewhere else. The weirdest thing, though, usually finding out where they take people is a piece of cake. But this, it's like everyone just vanished into thin air.
Me estás acojonando.
Isn't there some sort of a law that obligates the police to release this kind of information?
A law? Did you hear that, Maxime? Have you forgotten which country you live in? The severity of the laws here are compensated only by the lack of a need to follow them.
About the delivery, Kolya's duties meant a great deal to him. Could you...
Fault is irrelevant. Action is what matters. He shouldn't have put himself in additional risk while on a mission.
What if I got it for you myself?
Huh. That would change things. If you manage to retrieve it, I'll make sure everyone knows your brother fulfilled his duties, and I'll spare some resources to look for him. You have my word.
Qué cabrón, o sea, si te dio el paquete, sí, si no, a un mártir, ahí te quedas, en la cárcel, púdrete. Uf, qué ganas de chuparte la sangre.
Pass it on to Gosha.
I'll see what I can do.
Now, you'll have to excuse me. I have a few urgent things to attend.
Todo por el cabezón este de la gorra.
Besides, I should not be seen with our hero for too long. Huh, Maxime? I'll see you around. No regret.
Sin remordimientos.
Hey, you.
Me?
Yeah, you. I like you. You've got, whatchamacallit, charisma.
I see.
You want to hear something funny?
Sure. What have you got, Maxime?
I wasn't ever going to shoot the guy.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was always aiming for the window.
Era apuntar a la ventana.
This lady came up to me the other day. Somehow knew I was a sharpshooter back in the army. Gave me a gun
La
and 100
condesa.
coins just to shoot that sorry window at the rally. No one even noticed. But still, I've made in years.
You must be kidding.
A pretty little thing. Auburn hair and a scar over her
Bueno, la otra.
Wait, could he be talking about Victoria?
Sí.
But it really was a great story.
Menos mal que la hemos
Just
escuchado.
don't tell it to anyone else, all right?
No, si te lo vas a gastar en alcohol, no te va a dar tiempo a que te lo reclamen.
I should pay Victoria a visit at the manor. I have a hunch that this might lead me to Kolya.
Condesa y paquete.
In my dream, Faina said that all she needed. Could this be what she meant by it?
Oh.
Can't believe that worked. Thank you, Faina. Faina's plants are so...
Digo, a ver si me deja echarle esa huilla.
These books are written in...
Vale, pues ya está. A dormir se ha dicho.
Hey, Petya. there's some... I noticed that you fall asleep on occasion. Do you actually need to sleep now that you're...
That thought never occurred to me. I just seem to switch off out of habit. Why don't we try an experiment? I'll try to stay awake throughout one day and one night and let you know what happens. Not like I have much else to do.
Sounds like a plan.
No, me había salido algo del gato. Joder, el gato, tío, te puedes haber puesto en otro sitio.
Good evening, Pumpkin. Had a nice day? Oh, he started drooling. Ugh, not on my hand.
Sí, venga, va.
Is something troubling you, Petya?
Oh, was it so obvious?
You sound like a nest of mice.
My apologies. Yes, there is something on my mind of late. Do you recall, I asked you why Elisa brought me back?
Sí.
I recall.
Yes, you said it was because she felt guilty. It has been bothering me a great deal. I'd like to hear it from her directly. I think I'm ready for her to know. Would you mind bringing her here?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
With everything that's happened between you...
I appreciate it, Lisa, truly. And I hope you will be here for me when the time comes. But I need to do this. For closure, if nothing else.
Vale. Joder, me van a hacer ir... Ahí te pilla.
You're looking relaxed, as always. Oh, he started drooling.
Frío porque no me llevo bien. Soy una ligona. Me he cargado 3. Vale, visiones. Miro mi correo. Alisa. Esto no sé cómo voy a hacer. Vale. Y esto ahora lo busco. Tengo varios días para ir. No tiene que por qué ser ahora. ¡Ostras! Vale, compruebo una muestra de sangre.
What should I think I have enough to start the experiments. Let's run some blood tests. Fascinating. I think Dr. Volkov will be pleased with the results. I just heard about Faina.
Yes, of course. I didn't get to share that with you earlier. Real shame. I don't say this lightly, but she truly was a good woman.
Indeed. I can't help but feel responsible for it.
Sí, sí, pero no sabíamos cómo tratarla.
If it makes you feel better, I was keeping tabs on her even when you were absent. I'm afraid what happened was inevitable.
Thank you.
Let this be a lesson so that you can improve, instead of an excuse to wallow.
Joder, que aborde si no
My
he dicho
advice,
nada.
don't let this throw you off. You'll see many people passing, both as a doctor
Ya, lo
and
sé.
as a vampire. The earlier you make peace with it, the better.
Doctor, is this a good time?
For what, dear?
If it's all right, I'd like to hear what happened to your daughter after the higher society intervened. Did you ever get to see her again?
Very well. I suppose it's time to finish this story. You see, despite my orders, I found it impossible to keep away from Sophia. I knew that going against the higher society directly might put her in danger, so I kept an eye on her from the shadows and watched as she grew into a young lady. I even attended her wedding.
Oh.
How did you manage that?
There may have been a particularly nosy bat in the registrar's rafters that day. She was so beautiful. So I couldn't help but speak to her telepathically that evening and tell her how proud
Guay, aliastes, no.
She thought it was a sign of approval from the heavens, that I was sending a message to her from beyond the grave. In a sense,
La verdad que sí.
over the years, I followed her around while treating patients as a traveling doctor. I wanted so desperately to reach out and tell her that her papa was still here, that all I desired was to touch her sweet face and kiss her forehead one more time.
No.
Did you?
Not when she was still in her right mind.
Oh.
She was my child.
Did you ever get to reunite?
In the last few years of her life, I'd set up a local practice, feeling rather certain that she would stay here in town. Her husband had died some years earlier, and her children had left to find their fortune. One night, someone knocked on my door, and there she was.
No fastidies.
I'd made a point of avoiding treating her in the past, lest she remembered me, but this visit took me by surprise.
And did she recognize you?
No, she barely recognized herself. In her old age, she had become feeble both mentally
Algún tipo de
and
demencia.
physically. Her neighbors had found her wandering around in her nightdress, claiming to be tending the roses. They brought her to me to see if anything could be done. Realizing it was finally safe to do so, I took Sophia in and fitted out a room with a new bed and that vanity. My little girl was living under my roof once again, and I was determined to ensure she'd pass into the next.
It must have been so difficult to see her like that.
Of course it was, but it was also a blessing that allowed me to spend her final moments together again. Over the next few years, I kept Sophia alive and well. I fed her, bathed her, clothed her, and comforted her at night when she awoke from a nightmare. I told her stories of Boris the Bat, a creature that followed a beautiful princess all its life and made sure she came to no harm.
Qué bonito.
In this way, I was able to share what I'd done her whole life without admitting who and what I was. On her last night of life, I made sure to brush her hair with extra care and place a soft blanket over her when she was under the sheets. I stroked her face and kissed her forehead, and in that moment she looked at me and said, "Papa?" I like to think she knew, at the very end, that her papa was still there, keeping her safe.
Vaya historia.
That he never left her, and that he would always carry her in his stilled heart. And so, that is why I have a vanity in that room, Lisa. I couldn't bring myself to change it after she left.
No, tengo un gato encima.
Of course not. I'm just happy you got to spend those final moments with your child. Thank you for sharing your story with me, Doctor. You don't know how much it means for me to hear it.
You deserved to know, dear. You know, I don't think I've told it to anyone in full like that before. And I must admit, it felt good to share it with someone.
I'm honored.
Now, if you don't mind, Lisa, I'd like to spend some time by myself. The older you get, the quicker one gets emotional, you see.
Of course. I'll see myself off.
And you, dear.
Vale.
Good evening.
What do you need?
Dr. Volkov, I'd like to ask... Well...
Vale. Ok. Tengo correo abajo. Sí, tengo correo abajo.
No mail for me this time. A letter from Roman.
Mi dulce Lisa, tengo una noticia que me gustaría compartir con usted y deseo pedirle consejo. Le ruego que venga a verme cuando tenga un momento libre. Suyo siempre Roman. ¿Me estás insinuando algo? Vamos a por sangre.
Goodness.
Qué pesadilla, ¿eh? No os asustáis por nada.
Hi, lovely. What can I... Till next week. Lisa, hope you...
No. Tenía que coger algo de sangre, ¿no? Vale. Estaba pensando en lo del hermano. O sea, la chica de la tienda sí que le reconoció, así que o la ha visto antes o la ha visto después.
Lisa?
Yes, Roman?
There was something I said the other night that I've been thinking about.
I see. Let's discuss this somewhere more private. Go on.
I assumed my desire to share these stories was driven by a need to form a connection with this land.
Oh, yes. I remember.
Nos acordamos perfectamente.
Spending this time with you has made me realize it's not some idea of land I want to form a connection. I've loved sharing tales with you, admiring your reaction and being gifted with your observation.
Well, you have a singular talent for sharing stories. You really have something special to offer the people of this land.
Do you truly believe so?
Of course I do.
Perhaps it's finally time to start planning my great... Yes, an expedition to share and learn the folklore of our country from the people themselves.
What a magnificent idea! I would love to help you plan, to be a part of it.
With you by my side, such an expedition will surely be the adventure of a lifetime. Let us start our machinations bright and early tomorrow morning.
The morning?
Lisa, what is wrong? Did I...
No, it's just... I can't see you tomorrow morning. I cannot leave the house by daylight.
I had observed as much. You seem to be only out by night, yet show no signs of fatigue.
Si yo te
I may
contara.
be biased in your favour, but you look refreshed when my eyes grow heavy. You have a habit of disappearing when I look away, at the graveyard, the farmland, then appear as if by magic, with a genius solution in hand.
Es que soy una pro.
Was there something you wish to share? I assure you, no judgment.
No, it's just my work. I'm afraid it will often keep me away from you, especially during the day. I will do my best to join you on such adventures whenever I'm able.
I see. I shall not begrudge you that. Whatever moments you're able to spend by my side will be enough. If we shall only meet by night, then so be it. I'm sure I will say it countless times to come. An evening in your company is worth 100 days with...
I feel exactly the same, my love.
My heart.
I feel a new story beginning.
And a story more enthralling than any tale from here to the ends of the earth, for we shall write it together.
Together.
Romanticón.
Now, back to work and planning. There is much work yet to be done at the bookstore before such a journey, but once complete, what adventures await us?
A mí más que a ti. No me deja hablar. Bueno, pues nada. Ya saldrás.
So many...
De momento de sangre voy bien. Esto lo tengo que mirar una guía.
Let's take a look. Yep, just like Kolya said. There's a box inside the chimney.
Coño, pero yo chimenea entiendo una chimenea de casa, no la chimenea de fuera.
Could think it's a warm season and no one's using the fireplace. This feels strangely heavy. What could it even be?
Me muele la curiosidad. Me mata la curiosidad. Joder. Me han corregido y todo. Al final la comida aquí se nos ha quedado.
I don't know what it is, but something... The box has marks on it saying it should be handled with extra care. It smells like powder. This is clearly a bomb. Should I still hand it over to the revolutionaries?
Vale, pues ya tengo el paquete. Un segundo. Ah, encima tengo rango máximo. Es decir, ¿os redistribuyo o es con vestidos? No tengo más. ¡Hola, qué mojón! O eso, o bebiendo sangre ahí a diestro y siniestro.
Ah, my favorite custom. Enjoy the night.
Oh, it's you. Hi.
Are you doing all right?
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry.
I don't know. Yvonne could have been more considerate. People's lives are at stake after all.
Maybe he is right. If the goal is to make change, there will be sacrifices. No regrets, right? I'm kind of busy at the moment. Did you need anything?
So, where are you?
I'm a local girl, through and through.
Really?
What do you mean, really?
Joder.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
Es que esta chica
I
gilipollas.
figured your crew is from all around the country.
They are, indeed, but we needed to start somewhere. It's best to take action on familiar ground, so a bunch of us proposed our local towns. Ivan decided this place would make an excellent starting point, so I guess I won the lottery. Too bad my mum and dad are not here anymore. It would be nice to visit them, now that I'm back home.
Are they all right?
They've passed, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry.
I don't even have anything to remember them by. They didn't own their hut and someone else from the village was assigned to it, right away. They didn't have anything of worth, except the ring my mother inherited, but that got stolen and sold in the blink of an eye.
Que puedo hacer una idea de quién lo puede
Even if I
tener.
found it again, I'd never be able to afford to buy it back.
Sorry, Gosha.
No, I'm sorry. I'm usually not that sentimental, I promise. And you know how to make one talk, don't you? We could use someone like you in our ranks, you know?
Can I buy you a drink?
Thanks, Lisa.
Por un futuro.
To a brighter future.
If you don't mind, I'd rather drink...
So?
I'm a local girl.
I see. Must be nice to be home. I figured your crew is from all around the country.
They are, indeed, but we needed to start. It's best to take action on... Ivan decided this. Too bad my mum and dad are not here.
That's...
At the graveyard?
No, me cago en la puta.
It's alright. I don't even have... They didn't own their... They didn't have anything. Even if I found it again.
Sorry.
No, and you know how to make...
Do you mind if I ask you something personal? So, how did you meet Ivan?
Well, when I was 15, I got so sick of the field work, I couldn't bear the thought of doing it my whole life. I was always pretty sharp, if I do say so myself, so I ran away to the capital. Applied. Honestly, looking back, I can't believe my luck. There was no backup plan, you know? If I didn't get in, who knows where I'd be now.
Fascinating.
Yeah, well, I guess fate rewards the brave. Which is where Ivan comes in. At university, he and some of the current gang started a club, and I joined. Little by little, it became our life.
Lo que no sé es como...
Are you two...
Gosh, no. He doesn't exactly strike me as partner material.
I see.
¿Cómo se financian? Iba a decir.
So...
Well, I was always... Honestly, if I didn't get...
Fascinating.
Yeah, well, at university, little by little...
So...
God, he doesn't...
I see.
A ver.
I'm a local girl.
I see. I figured...
They are. It's best to take out... Ivan decided too bad my mum and... They've passed.
I'm sorry.
I don't even have anything. They didn't own that.
Creo que aquí ya la he cagado, ya no hay más tu tía.
Sorry.
Me cago en todo.
And you know how to make...
Can I buy...
Thanks, Lisa.
To your health.
Oh, come on, Lisa. There are far better causes we can drink to.
Joder.
But cheers anyway.
Do you mind if I ask... So...
Well, I was always...
Ya, pero no puedo dedicarme aquí a emborracharme.
Yeah, well, at university, little by little...
Can I buy you...
Thanks, Lisa.
To a brighter future.
If you don't mind, I'd rather drink to a better present.
Can I buy you?
Thanks, Lisa.
¿Te va a enfadar? Yo qué sé. Vale. Es que no puedo hacer nada.
Yes?
To what do I owe the...
No puedo hacer nada. ¡Qué mierda!
What I'd give to see what's in that safe. But, really...
Claro, es que si no...
Anyone who orders food around here...
Si no, no puedo hacer nada. Por eso digo que te condenan muchas veces.
To what do I owe...
No puedo hacer nada. Pues nada. Estoy vendida.
Can I talk?
Sure, let's use the back room. So, what did you want to talk about?
Yvonne said that I should deliver the package Kolya was handling to you.
That's right. He was really anxious to get it.
Listen, there's something I need to tell you about it.
What?
It's a bomb.
Are you sure?
Positive. I decided that not delivering it might only make things worse if it falls into the wrong hands. Still, I thought we should...
I admit, I wasn't quite put in the loop on this one. Whatever it is, I'm sure Ivan knows what he's doing.
Whatever he is planning, it can't be good, can it?
Leave it with me. I'll see what I can do.
Le hemos liado.
Lisa? Long time.
Are you...
Oh,
I don't know.
Maybe he is...
No me deja... Ah, tío, no te creo. Tú por el gilipollas este.
To what do I owe? Thank you for your...
Hello there.
Es que no me va a decir...
Sure, let's...
No va a decir nada nuevo.
So, what did you want to talk about?
Vaya final más pocho me va a salir. Es que esto no puedo hacerlo. Y no hay manera de aumentar. Qué liada. Tanto con una como con otra. Van a morir todos. Lo estoy viendo. Compra una muestra. Es compra. Vale, pues ahora la compro antes de... Ciencia a tope. Ya que estoy para acabar el día.
Hi, lovely.
Muestra de sangre limpia, no la había visto.
Good choice.
Me había fijado en los viales, pero pensaba que era otro vial de sangre. No lo de la muestra. Pensaba que tenía que entrar dentro y demás, o alguna opción especial. A dormir. Sí, dale.
Well, hello. Just listen to that purr. That's the... So, how did your experiment go?
I stayed up all this time and didn't get tired at all. Seems like I don't have to do this.
Will you be awake all the time now?
If I was still in a human body, I'd probably love that. So much more time for work. But now that I don't need to worry about that, I think I'll choose to sleep on occasion. I still see dreams, and I enjoy them. They remind me of the feelings I used to have before.
Fascinating.
Thank you for giving me the idea, though. It's great to know the capacities of my new condition. You really are a scientist at heart, aren't you?
Glad to be of service.
Vale. No puedo hacerlo. Estoy en ello. Y vamos a ello. Bueno, voy a hacer quizá lo de... ir a ver a Lisa. Como tengo tiempo de la otra, voy a ir quitándome secundarias. Yo creo que lo de la bomba la hemos cagado. Pero mucho.
Dear, you don't look so well. Here, take this. I have an extra one for these occasions.
Thank you. I have a favor to ask of you.
Ooh, how very...
I'm not sure it's all that exciting. It's about Petya.
What about him?
Well, I have some things to tell you, and I hope you're not in a rush.
I can't believe you didn't tell me earlier.
I made a promise.
I understand. I don't blame you. So he's still inside the doll?
Yes. He seems to have gotten quite used to it, though. There was an incident the other day with his legs, but we were able to repair them without too much trouble.
Oh. Well, that is good. Petya. What a mess I've made.
Ya te da igual, déjalo.
You saved him. In a manner of speaking.
I am also the reason he perished in the first place.
Well, yeah.
He was such a foolish creature. But there was something so... I mean, a man so passionate, almost as foolish as a vampire longing to see the sun.
Como tú.
Anyway,
he asked to see you. Yes.
I would like to speak to him again. And it would be interesting to see the results of the... Very well. Let us go at once before I...
Hello, Elisa.
Pitya.
Well,
Joder, qué rápido han hablado.
Well, how did it go?
It was good. He truly is incredible, isn't he? Even looking like that, he still... Thank you for looking after him, Lisa.
Soy todo corazón. No sé qué me sirve. Voy a dejar más rango. No. Tío, quiero el gato.
That seemed as though it went well.
Yes, I believe it did. She apologized. Thank you so much for inviting her here. This meant a lot to me.
I'm very glad I could help. What will you do now?
Actually, I was hoping to re-enlist your help. I've had a thought as to how I can make the models myself. I promise the result will be more than worth it.
Of course. Let me see what I can manage. There's my hands. Oh, you're so soft. You take good care of that coat, don't you?
Vale. No sé si sabéis que no gano mucho dinero, ¿no?
Fly away now.
How are you doing this?
Material de muñecas. Pero es este. Espero que sea este, porque me acabo de gastar aquí unas monedas.
There you go.
Apologies.
Evening. Could you take me to the...
Vale. Pues no. Si te pones así, ¿no? Parece un punto de no retorno. Pues vamos a terminar lo del doctor y lo de... Ay, y lo de la muñeca. Y lo del Kirill, pues eso mismo. Lo doy por perdido.
Hey, Petya, I got...
Thank you. Now...
Vale, ¿y ahora qué? ¿Y ahora qué hago? Voy a guardar.
There's my hand. Oh, he started drooling.
Vale. Por si acaso. Acabado esto.
Lisa!
Calm down, Petya. What on...
Look!
How did you manage that?
Se parece a nuestra amiga.
With quite a bit of difficulty, actually. But I did it! I can still make dolls!
Oh, she truly is lovely. Does she have a name?
No. And I don't intend to give her one. I'd like you to sell her. You should be able to fetch a good price. At the least, it should return the cost of all those materials you've brought me.
I couldn't possibly sell her, Petya.
Oh. It warms my... In that case, I hope you two become as good of friends as the two of us.
I have a feeling we will. Welcome to the family, Glasha.
Finally. I'm finally starting to see a future outside this room. Oh, not that I dislike your company, Lisa. I'm very grateful for your hospitality.
No te puedes ir a otro sitio, no puedes vivir solo, tonto.
I can't expect you to keep me in your room forever.
¿Cómo te vas a independizar? Zopenco.
Even if I will never lead a normal life again, even though this body has its challenges.
¿No te puedes independizar?
Not now, but sometime in the future. I want to at least try to make it on my own.
I'm glad to hear it. Truly.
Now to get back to work. So many threads to sew. So many wonderful things just waiting to come to life.
No entiendo nada. ¿Que se quiere ir? Este chico está fatal. Tío, me da muchísima rabia no poder hacer lo de Kirill. Voy a volverlo a intentar, pero no tengo mucha fe. Voy a hacer lo de la condesa. Ahora mismo con el doctor no tengo más tareas. Bueno, espérate, no lo sé. No tengo más tareas.
Ah, my face.
No puedo hacer nada.
I should go.
Dragomir es el de la cabaña, el que nos ha contado la historia y no vuelve a salir. Podría salir más, este personaje da mucho juego. Cómo te odio.
Pleasure as always.
Bueno, de momento no, iba a ir a por sangre, pero voy a esperar.
Goodness!
Evening, Trophim. Could you take me? Perfect. Let's...
Todo sea que la cague y tenga que revertir.
Thank you kindly. Victoria knows something about what happened at the rally. I have to get to the bottom of it. Good girl, Marta.
A ver, ¿puedo entrar por arriba?
Eerie to be inside this room again, alone. Locked.
Me cago en todo, me cago en todo, me cago en todo.
Lisa, by the way...
¿Y yo qué coño sé? Me intentaba meter donde estaba lo del armario de ropa.
Eerie to be inside this room again, alone. Locked.
¡No! Joder. Aunque sea debajo de la mesa, métete.
Lisa, by the way...
¡Que no corre!
Eerie to be inside this room again, alone.
Claro, ¿dónde me escondo? Vale, ya sé lo que tengo que hacer. Lo acabo de pillar ahora.
Locked.
This is half of what you promised, Grigor. Half.
Well, what did you expect to happen when the Countess shifted production towards the main cellar? We have barely any bodies to work with. It's a miracle we even got this much.
All I know is that the Countess is not going to pet you on the head for this.
You are enjoying this, aren't you? You're still blaming me for that scar.
Not at all. This is just business. Bad business at that. Now give me your monthly books. I'll move them to the Countess's safe spot.
Fine. You know this game is rigged, and it won't last forever.
Time will tell, dear. Off you go.
She'd never tell me anything if I confronted her. This is better. I bet there is something among the Countess's papers that I can use.
Vale.
I so hoped that I would never have to come back down here ever again. Here. It's hard. Could it be the same girl from the first painting?
Ya me da igual porque ya no me dan puntos, pero bueno.
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
Tía, que eres un vampiro, que hemos pasado antes por aquí sin que hubiera luz. Jesús bendito.
2, 5, 10. Good. Surprised that it's all still there. Why the old bat insists on keeping her change here, I'll never know.
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is going. Let's take a look, shall we? Huh, a tiny key. What could something like this open around here? And some more money. Nobody here learns their lessons, do they?
Toma por saco. Me llevo el dinero. Vale, entiendo que es... encima de la condesa.
Why did she stop?
¡Ojo!
Of course. A hidden safe.
Lisa, are you spying on us or here to steal? Either way, you're coming with me.
¿Y yo qué coño sé?
It's too dark. I'll break my neck if I walk around here like this.
La madre del cordero.
Why the old bat?
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. Let's take a look.
No, me acerca mucho. Que sí.
By the way, you're...
Que me jode. Vaya rato que llevo.
Why the old bat in...
None of the cells down here feel like a safe spot. I wonder where she is going. Let's take a look. Huh. And some more. Nobody here.
Sí, pobre.
Why did you... Of course.
Madre mía, no soy yo la mejor espía.
That there are any keyholes, and that key must be for... There must be some way for me to open it. Hello? Can anybody hear me? This cell wouldn't wish waking up here on my...
Vale.
The key fits. I was curious about what's in a sheet of paper. I have...
Un acertijo que estaba en un cajón del sótano de la condesa.
What does it say?
Para empezar, en mi primer lugar, tan oscuro y extraño. Un capullo para mi frágil estado transitorio. A continuación, los instrumentos de mi educación. Rígidos, firmes, crueles. Por último y más importante, el don oculto bajo mi corona que me ha dado todo poder.
Is this a riddle?
Vaya mierda de acertijo.
It won't budge. That riddle from the note. Could it be the answer? Let's see. So, according to the riddle, I should first touch...
No me acuerdo.
Then I should tap the...
Los instrumentos de mi educación.
Finally, I should press the... That's it! It worked! So, what do we... This envelope looks just like the one I, took. Feels like a lifetime ago. There are receipts and invoices inside with the town hall sigil. A lot of these seem to be for some... Wait. It has Kolya's name written on it.
Lista de almas de fallecidos, parte 54. Parásitos, demia, no sé qué, extranjeros, rebeldes y terroristas. ¡Oh! Fallecido, nuestro hermano. No te creo, Kolya.
Deceased? No, that can't be. It also lists Gosha as deceased.
Por la bomba.
And I just spoke with her. There's also some sort of... a pearl necklace. But it must be incredibly old. A pearl neck... It must
No te lo puedes llevar y lo vendemos.
I don't know what's going on here, but I should certainly pay a visit to town. I need to head there right now and get to the...
Al final no hemos podido salvar a nuestro hermano.
Did you think you were the only... I saw you closing the safe. What? You better start talking.
My brother is missing. He was arrested on the day of the rally along with dozens of other people because I don't know everything yet, but I do know that Madame Orlova is up to something terrible. Trust me, you don't want to be on her side. Let me go so I can get to the bottom of this and help them.
She may not be what you consider a good person, but at least she cares for her own. After that entitled brat pulled my teeth on your command, she was the one who helped me.
On my command? It wasn't like that.
The Countess gave me a job, provided me with Cabernet when I wasn't able to hunt. She has plans for my future. And what have you ever done for me besides enabling that psycho in the yellow dress? You know, Lisa, I'm
Victoria, wait!
Tío, que me están pillando 200 millones de veces en este tramo. Ya tengo todo entonces.
Documents, receipts, shipment orders. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of... The language is
Una fábrica.
It's hard to make sense of any of it. Savelli did plan on supporting businesses though. Still, not sure what all the fuss is about. These look like purchase orders by the vodka bar from City Hall. Documents, receipts, A lot of these seem to be for some sort... It seems, among other things, Savelli recently purchased some heavy machinery and rented large storage spaces. Can't quite understand from this what they were buying. Documents... A lot of these seem to be for...
Imagino que es el stock, vale. Esto es lo de los fallecidos.
Oh, yeah, and go sharp.
Did you think you were the only one who can tell? I saw you closing the safe.
Why are you...
You better start talking.
Over there!
What are you...
No.
Did you think I saw you close?
Why are you...
You better stop.
Over there!
What are you...
Aquí te quedas, perra.
Better latch the door before she gets here. There.
Let me out. Let me out.
I don't...
Ahí te quedas.
Hey, you know, sounds from here don't travel far.
Really? What an interesting fact.
My coffin isn't here. You will let me out by sunrise, right?
Ooh, I doubt that. Sorry. But sure hope you have a good night.
You bitch!
Lo soy. Esta decisión es que me da igual, ahí te quedas. Ha muerto nuestro hermano. Espero que te pique un poco.
Locked. I must get to the town hall as...
At your go, my...
Thank you, Trophine. For your trouble.
Thank you, Con.
Oh, I kind of left Victoria locked in. Would you be a dear and let her out before sunrise?
Of course. Goodbye, my lady. Go, Marta.
No voy a ser tan mala. Pero ganas me han dado. Espera, voy a hablar con el doctor. ¡Ah! No me deja. Bueno, pues esta misión se va a quedar sin hacer ya nada. ¿A ti? ¿Te tengo unas ganas? No sabes cuántas.
Lizaveta, what a pleasant surprise.
What are you doing here at this hour?
I could ask the same of you. But I won't, as I respect the privacy of my fellow citizen. I hope the same courtesy can be extended to
A ti cortesía ninguna.
Where is...
I don't have the foggiest idea. Haven't...
That's strange. I barely remember seeing you two apart.
We didn't leave on the greatest terms. Perhaps she took our fight to heart.
¿Cómo somos?
You know how you ladies...
Us, ladies?
Es lo mismo que he dicho.
Passionate people.
Buah. Chúpale hasta la última gota. Me da igual desbordarme.
I know.
Really? And what are your thoughts?
Well, it depends. What exactly is your plan here, Yvonne?
You're a doctor, Lisa, aren't you? Must have been hard to earn your degree, especially as a woman. All the science you had to learn, books you had to read. You must be very gifted. I myself was never a gifted child, if you can believe. I was never good at arithmetic or physics.
Vale, eso no es culpa mía. ¿Qué quieres que haga?
I struggled with the subject until I realized that personality, innate charisma, could be an even greater gift.
Que no quieres trabajar.
That changed a lot of things.
I don't have all day, Yvonne.
Have a little patience there, Lisa. The most important lesson I learned was that people are scared of their own incompetence.
O sea, tú tienes miedo de tu
It
incompetencia.
only takes a few careful words to begin leading them down the right path. If you speak with conviction, with righteousness, people will believe you. People will follow you without question.
Yo no te voy a seguir, ya te lo digo.
Most will. People like Gosha occasionally create.
¿Cómo que trae complicaciones? Por favor, arrancarle la
All
cabeza.
I need to do now is provide that initial spark of action.
But the people trust you. Are they really so expendable to you?
Unlike the thieves and murderers in the town hall, I know exactly what people need.
No, no lo sabes.
I'm also the one who's willing to do what is necessary to provide it.
No, estás dispuesta a hacer todo lo que sea para sacrificarlos. Porque tú no te sacrificas.
All the vision, all the hope in the world is nothing without clear action, unburdened by lesser worries. Before the sun rises, justice will be served for the common folk at last. Say, you've been a useful asset to the cause. When that kid, your brother, went missing, I thought we'd never see that package.
No tiene que habérselo dado.
I should go. Kolya.
I still hope you'll come for the show before the sun rises. No one wants to miss out on the day of reckoning.
The day of reckoning. That can't be good.
No, ninguna.
Now, to search the town hall. No more distractions. Locked, as expected.
Pues ¿por dónde vamos a entrar? ¿Tú qué quieres, churri?
Unlocked. Looks like someone is still here. Good. Time to answer. Countess Orlova?
Lisa, darling. I was just finishing up some work. I certainly didn't expect to see you here. Do you have a form to file for the city head's attention?
Something like that.
Well, I'm afraid all the bureaucrats are already gone. No one's putting in the work nowadays, you see. Banker's hours.
Horario de funcionario.
No one wants to work these days.
Oh, don't get me started on that. The whole country daydreams about getting plastered in the evening and then leaves with the first whistle. And then they wonder why the economy's going pear-shaped and the country is in pig's shit. But I digress. What brings you here tonight, darling?
There is this project I've been helping the mayor with. He asked me to survey the peasants regarding their workload and report back with the results.
Did he now?
Hope it's all right with you, Madame Orlova.
Of course, dear. How can I say no to taking initiative? Next time, though, run those things by me. All business requires due diligence.
Will do, Madame Orlova.
I'm actually glad I ran into you, dear. There was something I wanted to discuss. From the moment I saw you on your first night in that dirty little nightgown, something told me that you are special. You don't know this, but the envelope that you were tasked to retrieve from that house was quite valuable. I was trying to work out a deal, and man alive, it got me quite some leverage at the time.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Don't flatter yourself too much. Before you say anything, I know you opened it and saw what's inside. You may have tricked the hussar, but I'm
tío, me pillan en todas. No me libro de ninguna.
By your own rules, and I can respect that too. Now, stay with me for a minute.
No me pierdo.
How familiar are you with the works of the stock market?
It's rather simple, isn't it? People invest into companies and futures. If they guess right, they get a payoff.
Muy a nivel básico, pero vale, te lo compro.
Not much different from a casino when you think about it.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Whoever correctly predicts what will happen receives a substantial payoff.
Sounds like a fun time, if you...
Oh, it is indeed, dear. Good fun. Now, I know you've wrestled some with your new identity. Tell me, where do you stand on your eternal life nowadays?
Who in their right mind would complain about living forever?
An optimist. I like it. It may not always feel... None of those fools playing the game have what you and I have.
¿Y qué tenemos nosotras?
None of them live long enough to see the truth and learn their lessons. Any vampire who's lived longer than a century and not become rich is a waste of opportunity incarnate.
Joder, qué drástica.
We can invest in people, play them like cards in our hands.
Mira como los Pokémon. Que te cambio.
We are able to predict what will happen better than anyone because we've seen it all happen 1,000,000 times. But even other vampires, none of them have our heads on their shoulders.
What exactly are you trying to say?
Have I not made myself clear? I am offering you to become my protégé, silly. You've earned it. You've Victoria, Hussar, and all the others. None of them have what it takes. But you and I, we can move mountains. You'll live with me at the map, and I'll teach you all there is to know about running a thriving business. And
We will bend the country itself to our very will and live.
That's a very generous offer, Madame Orlova.
Pero es que, ¿qué?
Don't tell me. I know what bothers you. It's your missing brother, isn't it? Well, what if I told you that I could reunite you two? But
how is that possible? I don't even know where he is, let alone the fact that he's arrested.
For as long as I've lived in this country, and it's longer than I care to admit, dear, the law has never worked the same for people like me versus people like your brother. I can promise you not only his freedom and safety, but that your whole family will be taken.
Is what you are saying true?
I appreciate that you're thinking through this, but what reason do I? You've proven yourself worthy. You've earned the right to power in our ranks. Come with me and we can change the...
Madame Orlova.
Voy a aceptar. Todo sea que la líe. Pero es que no se me ocurre otra cosa.
I accept.
You won't regret this, my dear. Now come. We have a whole country to play for.
The feedstock numbers keep climbing, and we've certainly cornered the high-end market. I'd say in a few more months, we'll have enough influence to take back the operation. And with that, I believe we've earned ourselves this drink tonight. To good business.
Hear, hear.
I have to say, this may be one of the finest batches yet. But after all, we...
Mierda, nos hemos convertido en malas malísimas. ¡Hostia! Bueno, gente, pues hasta aquí el juego. Lo hemos acabado, ese es mi final. Nos hemos convertido en malas malísimas de la muerte. No sabemos qué nos pasa en el futuro. Es lo que hay. Espero que lo hayáis disfrutado. Si es así, dejadme en los comentarios qué os ha parecido y también dejadme qué os gustaría ver en próximas series o sagas y demás. El juego, sinceramente, da para rejugarlo. Me molaría, pero bueno. No sé si hay algo más, creo que no. Bueno, sin más, muchísimas gracias por estar. Muchísimas gracias por verme. Como siempre digo, mañana más y mejor, gente. Nos vemos en próximas entregas. ¡Chao!